It's Radio 1 and we're going to go on another road trip now. It's a Sunday afternoon, just gone 3 o'clock. And the person who's deciding where we go, how we travel, and what we listen to along the way is Brandon Flowers. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm very good indeed, thank you. What would you normally be doing on a Sunday afternoon?
I would, we go to church at 1, and with 2 kids, it's just difficult. It's really difficult.
Do you dress up for church? Is it quite a big deal? Do you have to look smart?
Yes.
Oh dear.
And you're trying to get the kids ready, and we never make it on time, and
you're always the ones kind of rushing in, all dishevelled and kind of tucking your shirt.
Yeah.
So you get to decide where we go. Where are you going to take us on the trip?
Let's go to the Grand Canyon.
The Grand Canyon. Do we start off from your house, maybe?
We can start from my house.
Okay.
And we're gonna get on the 95, and it should take us pretty much straight to the Grand Canyon.
That's not a bus, is it? That's a road.
No, that's a road.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And what's the car like? What's the vehicle?
Let's go in this 49 Buick. When I was about 7, my dad had a 49 Buick, and it was you know what? It's very similar to the car in Rain Man.
Okay. Yeah.
So picture that. So
okay.
So we'll have the convertible.
Excellent.
It's cream.
Interiors? What's the interior?
A nice leather. Maybe just a brown. A brown would be nice with the cream.
Okay.
With
brown
cream.
leather. Sounds lovely. And did you travel in that car with your dad a lot when you were a kid?
Yes. So it's like a boat, you feel very secure in those old cars.
And who's driving? Are you someone who likes to be the passenger and sit there and observe, or do you like to kind of be in control?
I kind of like to be the driver. What do you? Is that all right with you?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Yeah, so I can come on the road trip. That's fine. I wasn't sure because you choose who comes in the car as well, so you can take anybody, friends, family, people who are dead, alive.
Let's just me and you go.
That sounds like a good plan to me. So you drive. I'll take it easy.
All right.
And what do we take on the way?
I haven't thought about it. I haven't thought this far.
That's right. No, I mean generally, do you like to eat in the car, or do you like
peanut butter M&Ms.
Oh, nice.
Are a good one for the road.
How long will it take us? What's the journey time?
It's about 5 or 6 hours.
Now, you're an experienced traveller. You've been on the road a lot of times with the band. What are the ingredients for a good road trip?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, I guess the people that you're with and the food that you choose, I guess.
Okay, so it bodes well for today then. You and me in the car and the peanut butter M&Ms. And what about when you started with the Killers? Can you remember how you used to travel then?
We started off in a van, and it was white. And they call it, a 14-seater van. It'll hold 14 people. It was all right. It was, we had a lot of fun. We had a Frisbee, and so we would stop and go on the side of the road and play with
Frisbee.
that. Yeah.
Who was the demon Frisbee player out of the band?
Dave's the most competitive, and he's actually a lot stronger than you'd probably realize.
Man of iron.
Yeah.
Okay, what should we have as the first song on the road trip? So we're setting off from your house.
Okay.
In the car.
All right.
We haven't left anything behind.
I know the perfect song.
Okay.
It's In the Way That You Use It by Eric Clapton.
Why is this a perfect song?
It's just I think that's a good way to start off on the right foot.
We're on the road trip at the moment, and that was Eric Clapton, who I've never ever played, and certainly not on Radio 1 before. I mean, the way that you use it, and it's the road trip with Brandon Flowers. We are driving. What are we driving?
We are driving a 1949 Buick. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful machine.
And where did you go for a holiday when you were a child? When you were like 10 years old?
We usually went places to visit. I had siblings that were a lot older than me, so we would go visit where they had moved to. That was a lot of the traveling.
What age difference then?
I have the oldest sister is 17 years, my senior.
Oh wow.
So she was in Canada, and so we would be going to Canada. I had another sister that married a guy in the Navy, and he was stationed on it's called Treasure Island across the bay from San Francisco. So we would be there. We were all over. Okay.
And did you used to just kind of get bundled in the car and sit there patiently, or?
Yeah, I was in the back seat.
Well behaved?
Yeah, I was pretty. I was old enough now that I didn't throw tantrums.
So when you were a kid, who was the first band that you saw? Because I presume you didn't have that many bands.
I saw The Cure.
Okay, and where was that?
I was 13 in Salt Lake City.
13, that's good. Who took
Pretty
you there?
good. My brother. See, again, so my brother is 12 years older than me.
So you grew up listening to his records?
So I got a lot of his great music, and so he took me to The Cure.
What was your memory of that gig?
It was the first time that I heard the song Push I'll never forget. We'll never forget it. The light show and Robert's hair and his presence and this song and this guitar line I'd never heard before. That song just really made me love them even more.
And did it make you think, I want to be that, I want to be on stage, and kind of was part of the process of you being a performer?
No, I mean, I never really thought it was possible. I mean, really.
Why?
It's hard. No, it's difficult.
No, it is.
It's lucky. I know that I'm very lucky.
So when did you start to make music? When did you think, I really love these bands, I'm going to try and make my own music? I
was probably 18 or 19. A friend that I had at work, he persuaded me he played keyboards, and he knew I took piano lessons, and we loved New Order and Depeche Mode and the Pet Shop Boys, and so we were going to make keyboard music, synthesizer music, and we tried.
Okay. Was it fashionable at the time to be doing that?
No. I don't know if it's ever been fashionable. We were very aware of that. But we loved it anyway. I've always gone against the grain a little bit.
And your first performance, can you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Me and Dave played an acoustic night in a coffee shop, kind of an open mic night. And we did a song by Travis, which is called Side. And that was, it was kind of popular at the time. And we did Mr. Brightside and Under the Gun. I really thought, this is it. I can't do this. We got to find a singer, and I'll help write and play keyboards, because I really felt nauseous. I didn't like it. I was looking for a place to throw up, really, on the floor. I was making sure not to hit anyone. I didn't enjoy it.
So how come you're here now?
Why did I keep going back?
Yeah. How have you?
I think I couldn't. I also didn't. I don't think I would want anyone else to sing these songs. So it was I had to choose.
And do you still get that feeling of, feeling nauseous?
The closest I've got to it, I think, is doing these solo gigs and having to do that first one in Las Vegas. A lot of those memories came rushing back.
So let's have some more music then. What should we play next?
Oh.
Now, you see, you've just mentioned all those bands. You've got to choose something from that era.
Let's do Depeche Mode, Never Let Me Down Again. The first line is, I'm taking a ride with my best friend.
Oh, let's do it. It's Radio 1, that was Depeche Mode on the road trip. And it's Brandon Flowers who's taking us on the road trip. Where are we now? Because I presume we've been driving for like 2 hours. What can we see outside of the window?
Creosote and cactus.
It's not going to change at all, is it, if we go into the Grand Canyon? No, okay, fine. Would you ever have imagined that you were playing for the President of the States when you were playing in that coffee shop all that time ago, to have made that journey?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's all been, we've had a lot of surreal moments along the way. Things that I had never even thought of that. I didn't know bands ever played at the White House.
No.
So to get invited was just, it was an honor. It was great.
I read you saying that you thought you'd been passed over for that gig.
Yeah, well, a week before they were doing, giving Paul McCartney an award. And we had heard that we were going to be asked to perform, and we're supposed to do a Beatles song or one of McCartney's songs, and we're trying to figure out which song we're going to do, and then it gets closer and closer, and the date comes, and then I'm seeing advertisements of people who played the gig, and I'm thinking, Then shortly after we were asked to come play on Independence Day.
If you're going to play any day, you want to do American Independence Day.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's better than anybody else's, really. Yeah. Is it difficult doing the whole dad thing, because you've got 2 kids and another one on the way, and then doing the job of being on the road and being a musician, being in the studio all the time?
Yeah, it's strange, and I'm trying to figure that out.
I can't give you any tips. It doesn't get any easier. I'm not in a band, but it's kind of, when you work hard.
Yeah.
And what is going to happen with I have to ask about the Killers. What's going to happen with the Killers in the future? Because, was this your choice to do the solo album, or was it a situation that you...
It was more their choice than mine. It's, I've said before, I would prefer that everybody wanted to go in and make a record, and that this, I'm sure some of these songs would have made it onto that record, and they'd be a little bit different, and then there'd be new songs that we made together, but they just wanted to take a break. We've been going for so long. I feel really lucky, and I love doing this, and I just don't see a reason to really stop right now.
So you didn't want to take a year out. You weren't in a place where you could just take it easy.
It could be longer than a year, so I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
What do you do outside of making music? Do you have any kind of leisure
No, I've been we go. There's a great Mount Charleston is this great mountainous area outside of Las Vegas. It's only about a 40-minute drive, and what's great in the summer is it's 30 degrees cooler. It's it's almost you can't get your head around it because you drive and you're in your car. We have the AC on, and it's 110 degrees when you leave, and you get there and it's cool and breezy, and we go up there and we have barbecues and things like that. We've been I did that once a week.
What would you say to the young Brandon who was working at the Vegas hotel, if you could send him a message now?
Oh, run.
You can't say that. You must have loved almost every second of what you've done since that point, surely.
Oh, there have been some tremendous experiences. I don't think I would, I wouldn't want to know the things that I know now. It would have lessened the ups and the downs. Because they've both been kind of extreme, and it's been you can't have one without the other. It's been nice.
And as we approach the end of the road trip and Grand Canyon's in view, what kind of a place do we find you in your head?
I feel fantastic.
Why?
This is where I belong.
Making music. In the studio right here, right now. Oh, in the car, actually, in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean it's
in a good place. Okay, and what's the final song that we play?
Oh man, I think we should listen to "Paparazzi" by Lady Gaga.
Well, that's not exactly what I had in mind, but why this record?
I love the chorus. First off, I think that's a great place to start.
All right, we'll do it. Thank you very much indeed for doing the road trip.
Thank you.
Criticise the plan.